worst, bitch.
And saying, stop yelling at each other over super long signs. Let's talk about bringing people together. I'm like, free speech, criminal justice, drug reform.
Oh, no,
you don't like drug reform?
No, I just don't. Yeah, I don't want to be. I don't want to be on camera.
Okay, so these people are nice people, but they don't. Whoa! I just said you're nice people.
I don't want to be on camera, and you guys are.
No, like I literally said, I was going to give you a compliment. No. I was going to give you a. I just asked you. And I was going to give you a compliment, and you flipped me off. I talked to this guy earlier, and he can attest that like I'm legit. Anyways, yeah, this lady is like a horrible person. She does not want to build bridges at all. She doesn't want to build bridges.
She's smashing the patriarchy, dude. Back off.
Oh yeah! Woo!
Patriarchy smashed.
Beast mode.
Every time someone's just rude, that somehow smashes the patriarchy.
She doesn't like me because I'm a white cis male. Whatever that means.
Probably. That's probably a good guess.
She is a sexist.
Probably a good guess.
So, hey, thank you for being here. I don't know what the fuck. I was literally trying to ask her a question. I was going to say you were nice, and she flipped me off.
You were talking about like.
You asked me a question, and I said, I don't want you to film me, and you started
I didn't hear that. You walked away. No, I didn't.
Yes.
I have that on film. I'll watch that later, and you didn't say that.
You had me on film. Telling you not to film me.
No. Well, okay, but like, why don't you want solidarity though? Why are you not?
I want to stand in solidarity with white supremacists.
Where are the white?
Racist.
Please
I
substantiate.
actually came from Portland with these people, and they're not racist. I know them.
Everywhere I look.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Where?
Actually, you know what?
Where?
No, all racists. All white people
Where?
are racist.
All white people are racist. Say, all white people are racist. You're a racist. She admits it. She admits it. She's racist. Oh hey, what's up, bro? Hey! Woo! My buddies from Portland came up. It's awesome. Yeah. We just got a lady on camera.
So all white people are racist. So it's like
yes, all white people are
sort of like
but you know what?
implicit bias. Is that the academic jargon?
What do you learn in high school besides Eurocentric history?
Learned about a lot of dark-skinned people. I mean, I was a terrible student. I was a terrible student. So like, I'm telling you, I was a shitty student.
That you were taught about in high school.
And it is something that we were taught in
I'm trying to tell you that I was a shitty student.
Can't give me an example.
Did you hear what I said? I was a shitty student, and I couldn't tell you about a Eurocentric fucking person either.
Please stop filming me.
You can say whatever you fucking want to say, and believe what you want to believe, but that's the truth.
Black people racist?
No, black people cannot be racist. Black people can be prejudiced, but they cannot be racist.
They can't be racist.
Black people cannot be racist. No, they can be prejudiced and have bias. They cannot be racist. No, they can't.
You're doing a good job regurgitating like social justice buzzwords, but
Black people do not benefit from systematic
right.
oppression.
Racism is power and privilege.
I've heard that a million times.
Neither of those things.
Can be biased.
So you guys have just redefined racism in recent times to fit like the academic jargon.
You can't use the academic fucking definition of racism to describe racism because there's no definition.
That's what you're doing though.
No, I'm not using the definition.
You're saying that it's a system of power.
It is a system of power.
So that's the academic fucking definition of racism. In recent times, anyway.
We all benefit as white people from racism.
That's the definition of racism in like the gender studies department of any college.
All as white people benefit from racism. The only people who don't benefit from racism are the people who are being oppressed.
I'm just saying, like.
So do you think that like affirmative action is racist?
No, I don't.
Why not?
Because I feel like people don't have the advantage that white people have to like get ahead. That there has to be a system put in place to like help people get ahead in the world. You can't, when you segregate and congregate people into one area of a city, and you make it harder for them to buy food, you make it harder for them to make money, you make it harder for them to survive, then there has to be a system in place to give people the benefit to like do better.
So all people with dark skin have that sort of obstacle where they need they absolutely need that government handout or like
That's not a government handout. That's not a government handout.
being
That
given
should be-
preferential treatment
No,
in
that's not
admissions for
but it's
college.
not
That's
preferential treatment.
Actually, I'd heard that
But it's
argument
not
before.
fucking preferential treatment when the opportunity to do those things is not available.
So it's automatically not available for any person of color in
No,
this country.
Not in our system that's set up right now. No, it's not. No, it's not.
You don't think so?
No, I don't.
So there's like no opportunity in this country for a black person or a.
Not really. No.
What I mean, so what do you have to say to people who are black who disagree with you and they get called like Uncle Toms and coons? And
I don't argue with black people on the way that they believe about like how they feel about their place in systematic racism. Because
But
it's
you-
not my place.
you've
It's not
seen-
my fucking place. It's my place to yell at white people who are fucking ignorant.
You've seen like black conservatives get derided as Uncle Toms and coons, though, right? Like or not? I'm sorry, what the fuck's his name? Thomas Sowell, Clarence Thomas. You know.
We don't get to talk on that.
No, we
We're
don't.
white folks.
We don't.
White folks, we don't get to talk about that.
On a black person's experience in this
So like, so you're speaking of a sort of a universal lived experience of
I'm speaking
an entire group of people.
I am speaking to another white person about fucking white supremacy. That's
Okay.
basically it.
So it's your contention that white supremacy is currently deeply embedded in our culture, our system.
Yes,
110%.
Right.
You still didn't give me an example of someone that we studied in high school outside of Eurocentric history.
I already told you I sucked at school.
And did you believe the Columbus story? Like, what do you think happened to the Native Americans?
Well, they were forced westward, and the Trail of Tears, and a lot of violence and a lot of disease.
And all of the fucking and Christianity and all the shit that was
Manifest Destiny. I know all about that. Yeah, we learned all about that.
Why can we accept colonialism but not the fact that black people were forced to come here and then treated as lesser people? Why is it easier for us to say this happened but this is not happening?
I guess it's probably just a disagreement on how to fix the long shadow.
But what would be your solution to this? Like what?
Improve inner city schools. Like I come from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, for instance, and MPS is really fucking bad for black kids. Like 50% do not graduate. There's 50% graduation rate for black kids at MPS. So better public schools, and that doesn't necessarily come from.
That's not going to fix the problem of systemic racism. That's not going to stop the fact that people who live in the inner city are given, and it's also classism. It has so much to do with class as well as racism.
Okay.
But you know, like there are little white kids who are fucking just as poor who do not have the same benefits as someone who lives in a more like prestigious area. Maybe they still have the privilege of being white, but they don't have the privilege of like class. You know,
Sure.
Class is a huge problem.
I grew up with a single mom. You know.
Class is a huge problem in this country too. We have a huge problem with class.
So would you like advocate for some form of communism where we erase class and we sort of have a stateless, classless?
So we are fucking human beings, and human beings don't operate that way. If we could, sure, that would be awesome. But we, human nature, we want to claw to the top. Like we're animals, and we want to survive, right?
I think hierarchies form naturally.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't really. You disagree with that?
I do think that's true. I think
The hierarchy happens naturally. I mean, there are people who are leaders naturally.
right.
Like if someone's
That's
just.
the thing. But I don't believe in the two-tiered government party system.
Okay, I don't.
It's an archaic system from the Mexican Spanish handover to America. So I don't believe in the two-tiered system. It's a different ballgame now because we're dealing with neoliberalism. So it's not just America colonializing places; it's everyone colonializing.
Now is liberal sort of like the anarchist term for anyone on the right, or who supports capitalism?
I can't speak on that. I'm not liberal.
I know, but like in the context that you're using neoliberal, is that what that means? I'm trying to
Please, liberals are like Democrats, I'd say.
like corporatist center-right sort of establishment,
Like not in my backyard white folks. Like the ones that like don't care about the like the ones who want to shove the homeless people away and not actually make any solutions for the homeless problem. They just don't want to see it, so they can pretend that it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Just having a conversation.
How you doing?
I think it's time.
Cool. Thanks for talking with me though. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Subscribe, bitch.